Alabama Crimson Tide traveling to Auburn, Alabama to take on the Auburn Tigers in the Iron Bowl. Alabama currently favored by 6.5, 5.5, depending on where you look. Wow. Saturday night. This is the night game. This is the penultimate game. It is the last game in the college football regular season with high stakes that determine the college football playoff bracket most likely. Bama, if they win this football game, they are in the SEC championship game, and most likely they are in the college football playoff bracket. They lose, they're out of there. They aren't even sniffing the college football playoff for the second year in a row. Second thing, DJ Durkin, interim head coach, defensive coordinator for Auburn. This could possibly be a tryout for him. He wins this football game. Maybe Auburn just says, hey, we're just going to hire you right on. Boom. You beat Alabama. Yep, you're our new head coach. Let's see what you can do. We're going to jump right in. Alabama. What do we know about the Alabama Crimson Tide? Number one, they cannot run the football. They cannot do it. They can try to do it, and they will fail miserably every single time they try to do it. Now, you're thinking, Ian, but it doesn't matter. They're 9-2. You're right. It doesn't matter until it does. And we saw it matter against Oklahoma. Okay? They were able to throw the ball all over the yard against Oklahoma for the majority of the football game. But you know what they couldn't do? Run the football, and they needed to run the football when it mattered most. And they had to rely on Ty Simpson, who was under immense pressure against Oklahoma. Just could not breathe in that pocket because it was suffocating from that Oklahoma defensive line. And it ended up forcing him into some bad throws. Because they can't run the football, Oklahoma was able to pin their ears back and get after it. You look at them against LSU, couldn't run the football, only scored 20 points. You look at them against Auburn here this weekend. Auburn's probably the most comparable defense to Oklahoma that Alabama's faced this entire season and to LSU. And in those games, they score 20 and 21. Is that going to be good enough to beat this Auburn Tiger football team on the road? Is that going to be enough? Is 20 points going to be enough for them to win this football game? Because they can't run the football and because they're relying solely on Ty Simpson to do everything for them. That leads right into the second thing we know. Ty Simpson, in the biggest spots all year, has been a letdown. He has been a letdown. Okay, you look at FSU, week 1, folded like a pretzel. No good from Ty Simpson. Georgia, on the road, a few weeks later. First half, flawless, unbelievable. Second half, couldn't do anything. He folded. You look at Oklahoma a few weeks ago, chance to eliminate Oklahoma, cement yourself in the SEC title game. You folded. And you're thinking, Ian, he had like 290 yards passing. He didn't fold. Yes, he did. He had the two most critical errors in that football game. Solely based on him, they lost that football game, okay? So, seemingly, Ty Simpson, in the biggest moment, he folds. In the biggest moment, he doesn't step up. In the biggest moment, he lets you down. That's something that I believe we have known about Alabama this year. Will it again happen on Saturday night? We shall see. But so far, it's a trend that continues. Now, trends always, at some point, most of the time, they end. So will that trend end on Saturday night? Biggest question for Alabama in this one. Number one, how do they handle the pressure? I alluded to it earlier when they were facing Oklahoma. Ty Simpson, because they can't run the football. All of these issues stem from them not being able to run the ball. Because they couldn't run the football, Oklahoma pinned their ears back, boom, got after Ty Simpson. You don't think Auburn is going to be able to do that? One of the best run defenses in the entire country. They're going to be able to stuff Alabama in the run game, and they're going to pin their ears back and try and get after Ty Simpson in this one. How does Alabama handle it? They didn't handle it well a few weeks ago against Oklahoma. This is the second best defense they've faced all year. How do they handle it against Auburn? Second thing, the defense for Alabama. How much pressure are they able to get on Ashton Daniels? How much pressure are they able to get on Ashton Daniels? Are they able to corral Ashton Daniels? If they get pressure on him, and then Daniels does some Houdini magic and gets out of the pocket, that's no good. You got to put pressure on him, but contain him and make him beat you through the air. The script for Alabama in this football game. Number one, Ty Simpson does not have any back-breaking mistakes. He's had a few over the past 3-4 weeks, fumbling in the pocket. He cannot have that. No back-breaking mistakes from Ty Simpson. Number 2, the offensive line has to hold up well against this Auburn defensive line. Number 3, the defense corrals Ashton Daniels and makes him into a pocket passer for them to win this football game. The Auburn Tigers, what do they need to do to win this football game? I'm going to take a sip here and dive into them in a second. Auburn, what do we know? Number 1, they have a chance to do maybe the funniest thing in all of college football this year. If they were to win this football game without their head coach, they've looked like an absolute dumpster fire at times this season, but they still have a chance to eliminate their number 1 rival from getting to the SEC championship game and therefore getting eliminated from the college football playoff. You don't think Auburn wants to do that? Every single one of those players, every single one of those coaches, every single one of those fans wants to do that. That is what we know about Auburn in this one. Number 2, we know that they have to be aggressive offensively in this football game. They can't sit around and wait for this game to come to them. They can't sit around and pick and choose their spots because they're going to get beat by a superior football team, by a team that has proven all year long that they are a better team than Auburn. Auburn needs to be the aggressor in this football game, aggressive offensively, attacking vertically down the field, where Alabama at times has shown some issues, and then aggressive defensively, blitzing Ty Simpson, making him uncomfortable in the pocket, which is when he makes those back-breaking mistakes. My couple questions for Auburn in this football game. Number 1, what kind of magic spells have they cast for Saturday night? Seemingly, night games at Jordan-Hare are just under spells from Auburn. Okay, whether it's the referees doing some magical power stuff, maybe sometimes for Auburn's benefit, sometimes against Auburn's benefit, or maybe it's just balls bouncing off people's legs, flying into their receivers' hands. The kick six, we all know what happened there. What spells has Auburn cast for Saturday night? I think they will need some. Ashton Daniels, how much run game do they use with him in this one? What does the quarterback run game look like for Auburn in this football game? You look at Alabama and what they've struggled with the entire season. It has been Thomas Castellanos, running quarterback, mobile quarterback. John Mateer, mobile quarterback. Bo Perbula, mobile quarterback. Okay? Alabama lost 2 of those 3 football games and they beat Missouri by 3. All because of a mobile quarterback being able to escape the pocket, being able to make things happen with his legs. Ashton Daniels, he's able to do that. That's why it was a key. That's why it was a question for Alabama to corral Ashton Daniels and make him a pocket passer. That's why it is also a key / question for Auburn in this one. And how much do they use the run game to attack the edges of that Alabama defense? So the script for Auburn in this one, number 1, be aggressive in the pass game and be aggressive in blitzing Ty Simpson. Number 2, Ashton Daniels needs to be a huge part of the run game. And number 3, magic. They need magic. They need something, some spell for Saturday night. That leads me to the prediction for this football game. I'm going to take the Alabama Crimson Tide to win this football game on the road in Jordan-Hare Stadium, but I will take Auburn to cover. So congrats to Alabama on making the college football playoff.
He has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game.
25, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it